Well, good day, everybody. It is a scalding hot day in Texas, I'll tell you. And I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. I did drink a cup of coffee, but that coffee's been gone a long time ago. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. So I decided I was going to cook an early dinner because I am extremely hungry. And I had a craving for beef liver. So that's what we're going to be fixing, some good old-fashioned beef liver. So I wanted y'all to come on with me. First of all, I'm going to put on a pot of rice. And I've just got some natural brown long grain rice, Great Value brand. I'm cooking 1 cup of long grain brown rice. And as you know, we always put 2 cups of water. Some people like to add chicken bouillon, olive oil, or butter to their rice. It's totally up to you. And I have to apologize for the heavy equipment running. They're clearing the lot behind me, and they're pulling up gigantic boulders and everything else back there right now, and it's making a world of racket. I can't help that. There's no way to sound it out. So while that is coming to a boil, I'm going to get busy with my veggies over here. I've got 2 bell peppers from the garden, and I've got 1 medium-sized onion and 1 small onion that I'm going to be using. And get this cut up. Get this outer shell off of it. That's one thing I found difficult with the fresh pulled onion. It's kind of hard to get that thin outer shell off of it. There, and I need to get that off of my board. And I'm just going to cut it in circles. I'm going to do fairly thin slices. Just pop out the rings, separate them. Well, if I can get it pushed apart. This onion is not cooperating. But I'm just getting the rings separated from the slices. Go ahead and cut this other one. Ooh, that's a strong onion, y'all. It's burning my eyes, and I haven't even cut the onion up. All I did was cut the ends of it off. Trying to get that outer. There it goes, the outer shit peeling off. There. Get all that out of the way. Whew. I'm sure glad I didn't have to chop this up. My eyes are burning just slicing it, y'all. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had beef liver, and I decided it's time. You know, I want to have me some liver. I love liver. I love chicken liver, beef liver, any of it. And I'm basically gonna just cut me up a pepper. Get all the seeds out of it. If your sinuses is stopped up, just cut you up an onion. I guarantee that will open your sinuses in a heartbeat. I've got this green one. I'm going to cut it this way. And just pull the seeds out from the inside. I think it's easier that way than it is to cut off the end of it. And I'm just going to cut my pepper in strips. Put it right here with my onion. I thought putting a green one in there and a gold one in there would add some color to it along with the white onions. And a little bit of more flavor to it too, because I love onions and peppers in a gravy, good gravy. It's really good. I'm dropping all my peppers. There. Now my rice has come to a boil, so I'm going to go ahead and stir that up a little bit. I'm going to cover it and turn it down on low. Just on a low simmer and let it cook until it's done. I'm going to come over here and get my liver. Package off. And the liver I buy comes in plastic and it's individually wrapped, so you can take out as much as you want. I took out 2 pieces of it, and I'm going to go ahead and put some flour here on my in my bowl. That's where I'm going to flour my beef livers. I'm also going to season it with onion powder. I think the holes are stopped up. I've cooked so much over the stove and using this powder that the holes do get stopped up occasionally. So I'm just going to add it to my flour. Probably about a half a teaspoonful. I'm going to use garlic salt because this is all the salt that I'm going to put on here, and I was going to use garlic anyway, so I've got both of it right there. Put about a half a teaspoon of that in there. I'm going to add pepper. Go ahead and mix that up a little bit. Get my liver over here. And this is calf's liver. Get it out of the package. And it's kind of like the chicken tenders and fish fillets and everything else that come in individual packages. That way you can take out as many as you want to cook at one time. And since these are kind of long, I'm going to cut them in half. That way I think I can kind of handle them better in the frying pan and handle it better when I'm trying to flour them. Otherwise, I just leave them whole. But well, not cooperating. There we go. It gets kind of messy when you have to handle it, but that's okay. Okay, I got that ready to flour. I'm going to add olive oil to my pan. I'm going to have to find me some more olive oil. Go ahead and turn that on and let it get being hot. I know I've got another jar of olive oil somewhere. There it is. I knew I had more because I just bought another big container, big jar of olive oil. And again, this one is Great Value brand. You know, sometimes I'll buy the more expensive brand, but usually it's Walmart's brand. That should be enough. I just got the hiccups. Let me get a fork. While that's getting hot, I'll go ahead and start flouring my livers. I mean, you can put paprika in your flour mixture, any kind of spices that you like. I just usually go with salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. It's totally up to you what you do use, though. See if I can turn that down just a tad more. Oh, it's not hot yet. But I'll leave it there and go ahead and batter the next one. Or flour the next one and just wait till it gets hot before I add any more. I forget, my cast iron pan takes a little bit longer to heat up than the other ones do, because it is thicker. Like getting that beef liver all under my fingernails. It's kind of gross. Okay. It's just barely starting to bubble up. Pan is getting hot, so we'll just wait a minute on battering the rest of these, or flouring them. Starting to fry. Oh, I gotta get me a sip of my Coke. It is so hot. I mean, our Texas weather has hit. It's unbearable outside. All the plants are just swiveling up. I did get out a little earlier and I did put compost tea to most of the garden. I'll finish the rest of it either in the morning or when it's cooler. It's too hot right now. Right now is the hottest time of the day out there. But But I'm sure y'all eat beef liver growing up. I used to love it. My son would never eat the liver. He loved the gravy. So he'd eat a ton of the gravy with, rice with gravy on it, but he didn't like the onions either. So he'd dip out his gravy and put it on his rice. And he loved that, but he would not touch the onions or the beef liver. He did not like beef liver. I don't know why. I've always loved it, and I think everybody in my family will eat beef liver except him. He just never liked beef liver. And I don't think I cooked chicken livers while they were growing up because the kids wouldn't eat chicken livers. And I love them. I love fried chicken livers. I love them cooked in rice. Oh my God, they're so good. They're also good to boil them, cook them, mix in tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, and cook them like that with some seasoning. They're real good. It's been a while since I fixed chicken livers too, so. Okay, let's see what we can do here with the rest of this. It's cut real thin, so it doesn't take long for it to cook at all. And I guess I got way too much flour here, but I'll use some of the flour in my gravy, so it's not going to go to waste. Y'all, are you as bad as me getting stuff on your fingers? I can't handle it. Can't handle it when I get stuff on my fingers. And that's rolled under. There it goes. That one's kind of rolled up. I've got to straighten it out. Yeah, I think used to, depending on where you buy the beef liver, some of it comes in a thicker cut than this. This is pretty thin. But it's okay. I like it thin too. There. It's a real simple dish to make, I'll tell you. My nose is still running from the onions. Out right quick. I'm going to be using that later, so I'll just leave it out. But I'd love to hear how y'all you would fix your chicken livers and your beef liver. See if it's anything like the way I do it. One of these days I'll remember to go check the level of my propane tank because it hasn't been checked all summer. But this is one of my favorite dishes, y'all. Beef liver fried with a good brown gravy with onions and peppers in it. Can't beat it. I fry mine to a crispy brown on both sides. And I need this plate to put some on when I take it out. Are we having fun yet? I'm amazed at all this heavy equipment that they use to clear these lots. I mean, it takes them no time to clear these lots with trees and all these boulders and big rocks, and they dig down to China to get them all out to put a concrete foundation down. But you know, then you can't plant trees because the trees on my lot, the roots are down into the boulders and rocks. So in a high wind, the boulders and rocks secure the tree. The only way my trees are going to fall over is if they die and the roots completely die away. And then the tree will fall over. But the wind will not affect them because it'll stay up. I mean, it might break a tree limb, but it's not going to topple that tree over. And when you dig up all the rocks and boulders, you'd have no foundation for those trees. I mean, some people may think I'm wrong on that, but I don't think so. I've had tree limbs break out because maybe the tree limb died in the tree and the wind blew it so much that it broke the tree limb off and it would fall out of the tree. But I've never had an actual tree fall in my yard. Now the ones next door did, you know, when I showed in the video here a while back. But the trees absolutely died and there was no more roots left. The roots died away and just turned to powder. There was nothing to hold the dead tree trunk up, so it gradually fell over. Let's see. Brown that a little bit more. Yeah, I've been craving beef liver for a while now. I kept thinking, I've got some beef liver, I need to cook it. And I keep getting busy on something else, and then I grab something else to eat, and I forget about my liver, but I decided today's the day. Today is the day for my beef liver. I can turn it now. Yeah, one of the subscribers mentioned in the comments on my video that I did on cooking that pork butt. And I'm kind of like her. You know, she found out that the pork butt doesn't come from the butt of the hog, it comes from the shoulder. So she's like I am. She's wondering, why do they call it pork butt? when it comes from the other end of the pig, you know? I've always wondered that, and I don't know that anybody's ever explained it. Take my livers out because I think it's done on both sides. Well, my liver stuck to the fork. Now I'm going to add some of my gravy, my flour. We're going to make the gravy. And I can turn the burner down a little bit. I don't want it all to burn. I scrape all that stuck to the bottom of the pan because that's all good to go in your gravy. Think that gravy's looking good, y'all? You need to just loosen it up a little bit. You don't want it real thick at this point, but you don't want it real watery either, because when you put your onions and your peppers in there, there's going to be liquid that comes out of your onions and out of your peppers. So now we're just going to do this number, and we can always add water. Turn it back up a little bit. Put just a little bit more water in there. I mean, y'all may do a lot different than how I fix mine. I don't know, but this is how I've always fixed my beef liver and onions. And if I have peppers, I add peppers. If I don't, I just put onions. I don't know if one of my lids will accommodate that or not. I don't know if it's quite big enough. Yeah, it is. Been a while since I've used this lid on my cast iron pan. We're going to turn that up a little bit till it's simmering. We'll add just a tiny bit more water, another cup. I think that's about 3 cups of water I added to the gravy. And now I'm going to add my livers back in here. And I'm going to simmer that until my onions are clear and cooked. Let's check on our rice. Yeah, by the time the onions are cooked, the rice should be done. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera. I'll bring you back when the chicken livers are done. I mean, the beef liver is done, y'all. Well, y'all, I think it's time to check our livers. I think our onions and peppers should be done. Looks like they're done. And look how creamy that gravy is. Rich and brown it is. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to get me a plate. I probably need to get a big plate. I always grab my small plates when I go to eat. But I think in the presentation, doing a video, it's nicer to get a big plate. Our rice has been done for a bit. See, those pans hold the heat, so it's still sizzling even though the burner's turned off. I can't wait to dig in, y'all. First meal of the day, but oh my goodness, it's going to be a good one. Let's see. Oh, there it is. See, that liver is so thin, you can eat 2 pieces, no problem. Because that just equals the 1 piece that was there to begin with. And I'm just going to put a heaping amount of that gravy with the onions and peppers right on my rice. Oh my goodness, y'all, don't that look good? I can't wait to dig in. There's a knife. I got me a fork. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat and bless all the YouTubers out there in YouTube land. Keep them in your prayers. Amen. Don't like to show a mess. Oh, my mouth's watering, y'all. I can't wait. I mean, that liver is just so tender. And you think you dried it out by frying it the way I did, as long as I did, and then putting it back in the gravy. But once you put it back in the gravy, it just gets it all juicy again. It's really good, I'll tell you. So what I cooked was enough for 2 people, basically. Maybe even 3 if they didn't want a whole piece of liver, if they just wanted a half a piece of liver the way I had cut it up. But look at that. Take you a bite of that good liver. It's smoking. I know it's hot. Mmm. Y'all. Mmm. That doesn't need anything else. and get some of that rice with the gravy and the peppers and the onion. Y'all take a bite of that. It does need a little bit more salt on my rice over here. And maybe a little bit more pepper. But other than that, oh my goodness, this is such a good dish, y'all. I am so happy that I went ahead and fixed this today. You don't have to go to a Luby's cafeteria to get chicken liver. Beef liver with onions and peppers. That is so good. And it's hot. But I don't know if I told y'all about my first experience eating not chicken livers, but beef liver and onions in Texas. I went to Dallas with some church friends. We went up there for a concert or something, and on the way back, we stopped at a Luby's cafeteria, and they all told me, oh, they got the beef liver and onions on the menu. It's really good. Well, when I got to it, it looked pretty good, but it was no gravy with it. It was just, and it wasn't breaded liver fried. It was baked liver, basically. They had seasoned the liver, put it in a pan, put onions in there, and, basically cooked the onions and had a little bit of liquid, but there was not a brown gravy. So I was a little bit disappointed. It tastes really good, but I had my mouth set to have me some rice with all that nice brown gravy and my breaded liver fried. But like I said, it was good. I'm not complaining that much about it. It was just not what I was used to, and I like it this way better. So I don't know how you fix your beef liver. I don't know if you bread it and fry it like I did and then add it back to your gravy until your onions and your peppers are done. But this is a fantastic way to fix an inexpensive meal with beef liver, calf liver. So I hope you'll try it. I think you'll love it. If you ever fix it one time, you'll fix it again, I promise. This is so good, y'all. It's mouth-watering. It's mouth-watering just to look at it. But to eat it is beyond good. So please try you some breaded calf liver fried. Fix you some gravy. Cut you some onions up and some peppers. Put your peppers in the gravy. And then after you do all that, add your liver back to it. And let it simmer covered with a lid until your peppers and your onions are cooked. Oh my goodness, it is some good eating. You'll never go back to any other way of fixing beef liver, calf liver. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it chicken livers, but it's calf liver, beef liver. So, talk to y'all later. Bye now.